أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي ربنا زدنا علما آمين يا رب العالمين. Today inshallah we are going to start Bab Huruf al-Jar. We are going to start with the reading first. Let's read the Arabic text. والجر في الاسم الصحيح المنصرف بأحرف هن إذا ما قيل صف من وإلى وفي وحتى وعلى وعن ومنذ ثم حاشا وخلا والباء والكاف إذا ما زيدا واللام فزحا تكن رشيدا والرب عيدا ثم مز فيما حضر من الزمان دون ما منه غبر تقول ما رأيته منذ يومنا ورب عبد كيس مر بنا ورب تعتي أبدا مصدرة ولا يليها على اسم إلا نكرة وتارة تدمر بعد الواو كقولهم وراكب وجاوي. So these are the rules and some examples given by Imam al-Hariri. Inshallah, we are going to look into them in detail. So Bab Huruf al-Jar from Bait number 81 till 87. So, inshallah, we will now review seven chapters, or you can say it's seven topics or conditions when we don't use I'rab Asliya before going into detail for harf of Jar. We know that I'rab Asliya are Rafa bid-Damma, Al-Nasab bil-Fatha, Al-Jar bil-Kasra, Al-Jazm bil-Sukun. We know that these are the real I'rab that we see, that always with the Rafa there is Damma, with the Nasab there is Fatha, and the jar bil kasra and jazm with sukun. These are Arab Asliya. We have detailed recordings for these sessions as well. You can go and watch them, inshallah. So Arab Asliya, Rafa bil Damma, Nasab bil Fatha, jar bil kasra, and jazm bil sukun. So, what are the seven conditions that we have already learned? We are going to inshallah review them. There are seven chapters that in these chapters or in these topics or conditions we don't see Arab Asliya. First one is Asma As-Sitta. We know that for Asma As-Sitta, um, we see the Arab, we do not see Arab Asliya, we see Waw, Ya, and Alif for the Dhamma, Fatha, and Kasra. For Abu, Abi, Abba, we see like that. And also, the next one is Al Musanna. We know that for Musanna, there are in the remember your Musliman chart, we see Ani, Aini. So there are Ani, Aini endings. We do not, there is Alif and Ya, and these are the signs for the Musanna, and we do not see the real signs for them. For Jama Muzakkar Salim, we have then Una and Ina endings again. For Una, that is the Rafa state, we see the Waw, the sign or the Alama, other than the Dhamma. That is why this is also not included in the Arab Asliya. Also for Juma Muannas Salim, Muslimatun, Muslimatin, we see that Muslimatin, we see that for Nasab and Jar, we get the kasras, while we know that for the Nasab state, the real sign is Fatha. Then here, Mamnu min as-Sarf, also in that we see that it does not show its real state. It doesn't have the kasra like Umara, Umaru, Umara. We know that it is Sahi, but it is not Munsarif. It is Mamnu Minas Sarf. Again, we have Al Afal al Khamsa. we know that again for afar al khamsa we have these una endings, and that we have the wow that shows that for this again we do not have for the rafi state that the dhamma, because we have this ani and una endings. Like you can take any word and you can see that for afal al khamsa we do not see the real you can say i'rab. And we know that uh, again for a فعل مضارع معطل للآخر, we know that there is harf, we know that for that when we have معطل للآخر we do not see again you can say any word that is with the um, harf illa in the end, we cannot see the i'rab because it is sometimes muqaddara, and that is why we cannot see them. So this is these are all the seven, you can say, conditions in which we cannot see the Arab asliya, and these words just have their different characteristics, and inshallah we'll see how this is related to bab huruf al jar. So with bab huruf al jar, wal jaru fil ismi as sahi munsarif بأحرف هن إذا ما قيل صف. So in the first one, it is saying, that is why we reviewed that it is from والجر في الاسم الصحيح منصرف, that it is jar with sahih munsarif. So let's continue with the detail inshallah. When we use harf of jar, ulama said that especially Imam al-Hariri meant kasra here when it is mentioned here jar. The full effect of kasra with isim sahi and isim munsarif. والجر في الاسم الصحيح منصرف. So there are ulama, including Imam Hariri, that meant here the jar means al-kasra here, that we only see in the Sahih and Munsarif. Also, we have a conflict because we can use harf of jar with mamnu min as-sarf as well. Um, and inshallah, we'll see that. So let's start with the first bait, inshallah. والجر في الاسم الصحيح منصرف, and the jar case in the sahih and munsarif. By jar he meant the kasra. بأحرف هن إذا ما قيل صف. With respect to these letters, when you are asked about the letters or harf of jar, just describe or tell them the list. What and we know that what are the huruf al jar. So regarding the first line that Imam al Hariri is saying, Al Jaru fil ismi sahih munsarif. And remember that Al Jar here is meant by here kasra. So see here, we know that kitab is isim and it is also sahi and it is munsarif because it has the last letter sahi letter. It is not harf illa. Also, it is munsarif because kitabun, kitaban, kitabin. And we know that for Mustafa it is sahi, but it is not munsarif. Why? Because it is for when it is majroor, we say is majroor al amati jari al kasra, or and it is al muqaddara because we cannot see it, so it is not munsarif. So and again for munsarif here we see that umar is not munsarif, like umara for the jar and the nasab state, umara it is not umari, so again it is not munsarif. So we can say that this is munsarif but laysa sahih. It is not Sahih because it has harf illa in the end. And Umar, it is Sahih but laysa munsarif because it is not munsarif because again it is partly flexible or it is mamnu min as-sarf. So what Imam al-Hariri meant by al-Jarrihi here is a kasra. We don't see kasra with them with these that are not sahi and that are not munsarif. We only see kasra when we have a isim that is sahi and also it is an isim that is munsarif. So with that, it because we know that again Mustafa, we can say is a majru alamati jari al kasra al muqaddara. For Umar, we can say is a majru alamati jari al fatha niyabatan al kasra liannahu min al this is from mamnu min al sarf. So here we can apply those i'rab, but the thing is that we cannot see that kasra. So there is a contradiction, you can say, for Imam al-Hariri is just trying to tell us that the visible sign or the thing that the jar sign we can only see with the Sahih Munsarif. We can apply those rules of, you can say, the jar to Mustafa and Umar, the words like Sahih and Munsarif, the non-Sahih and non-Munsarif, but we can only see the signs or alama when they are Sahih and Munsarif. So now here in the example, you can see Zahabat ila Zaidin. We can see the kasras. We can say that this is ism majru alamati jarrihi al kasra al zahira. It is al akhirihi. Zahabat ila Mustafa. Here you can see that it is majrur. It is ism majru alamati jarri al kasra, but it is muqaddara. Here, ذهبت إلى عمر, we know that it is اسم مجرور علامة جره الفتحة نيابة عن الكسرة لأنه من الممنوع من الصرف. So here we can see all the three differences. So what Imam al-Hariri meant that you can only see kasra when the isim is sahi and it is munsarif. Otherwise, the rules can be applied, the jar rules can be applied to them as well, but there is a difference of i'rab only because we will write here kasra muqaddara and this is al fatha niyabatan al kasra. This is what he meant. We know about huruf al-jar. We learn in the basic nahu that they are bata, kaf, lam, waw, munzu, muskhala, rubba, hasha, min, ada, fi, and ara, hatta, ila. These are all harfi jar that we have learned and we have reviewed them so many times in our Arabic nahu sessions. And inshallah, we are going to see in this that what Imam al-Hariri is telling us about all these huruf al-jar. So this bait number 81 is done. وجروا في الاسم السهل المنصرف بأحرف هن إذا ما قيل الصف. ما قيل الصف, here sif means to describe. It is from it is فعل أمر means to describe. And if someone will ask or request you to describe the harf of jar, then you would say that these are all the harf of jar, and you are going to tell them these all huruf al jar. Now, bait number 82. These are types of huruf al-jar: min, wa ila, wa fi, wa hatta, wa ala, wa an, wa munzu, and wa hasha, wa khala. Again, there are two terms that I want to explain that al-jar, this term for huruf al-jar, it is, we know that there are two big school of thoughts, al-Basriyun and al-Kufiyun, the scholars of Basra and the scholars of Kufa. So the jar, term jar is only used when you see the classic Arabic books text of only the scholars of the Basra and al khaft. This is also used for harf jar, but you only see them in the classic books of al Kufiyun, the scholars of Kufa. So this is I want to mention this to you. In Ajumiya, you see this term as well because that book is written by a Kufi scholar. Now, inshallah, we'll learn about min. What is min? We are familiar with this um, harf of jar. It is ibtada al ghaya. That means ghaya means a journey, or you can say a trip, or going to a starting of a destination. So ibtada al ghaya. Min is used as ibtal ghaya, beginning of a journey from a place or beginning of a time. You can see in the example here, Zahabat min al masjidi il al bayt. Here you can see min al masjidi from the masjid. You can see it is the starting from the masjid. It is the beginning of a journey. So min is ibtada al ghaya. The intention is ibtada al ghaya. And also, للتمييز, we learn that it is also to show a portion of something. أكلت من الطعام. Here you can see again some of the ta'am. Some means التبييض, means a portion of the food. So this harfijar min can be used in two intentions. If the intentions can be two. The start of the journey, min can be used with al-makan or al-zama, and this is the main meaning of the min, and that is al-ibtada al-ghaya. And the other meaning is the at-tabi'id, means akaltu min atam, or akaltu ba'da ta'am, means some of it. Then it has two meanings. We also learned about it litab'id in our Nahu session, that it is for indicating a part or portion of the whole. Like sharibtu min al mai, I drank some of the water. So it is specified a part of the water consumed and not all of it. So this min can be used in two intentions. The first intention will be al ghaya, and the second will be al tab'id. Then we have ila. It is, you can say it's aks min, it is opposite of min. Intaha al means it is the ending of the journey or and destination. Zahabat min al masjidi ila al bayt. Starting min from to, here it is intiha, it is the ending, ilal bayt. Here in the example, you can see the intention of ila is, or it is used in the in terms of intaha al ghaya. Zahabat min al masjidi ilal bayt. Then we have fi. So fee here we know that it is zarfia. We can say zarf. Zarf is used as envelope, like surrounding something. It is used as, it is harf of jar, but it is in terms of a zarfia or a zarf. Ana ajlisu fil bayti, ana asomu fi Ramadan. Inside place or something, inside a place or surrounding with a time or surrounding a place, anything that is surrounding you, that sometimes in the Arabs use it in terms of something that is enclosed. So fi anajlisu fil bayti means it is used in the term of zarfia or zarf. Zarf means envelope or surrounded with. So this is the intention of the harfijar fi. Hatta. Inshallah, we are going to have a separate section on hatta because it is uh, quite long topic, because it is sometimes ahyanan means sometimes, and some places it is harf of jar. So we are going to look into it other than mulat al-i'rab, and we inshallah have a separate session on the explanation of hatta. So here just for the context, that it is ahyanan, sometimes it's in some places it is used as harf of jar. It is again for intaha al-ghaya, means similar to ila. It is similar to ila. And here in the example we see in the Quran, it is hatta matlail fajr. Hatta matlail fajr. It is here used as harf of jar. So hatta is sometimes ahyana used in some places as harf of jar. The next harf of jar is ala. Ala, it is used for istala. Istala means something high. Wakafa alal jabl. Wakafa alal jabl means above, above the mountain. So it is in the intention of al istila. Then we have an, It is used for al-mujawaza. Al-mujawaza means you have passed by something, you are in the front, and something is behind you, and you have already crossed that thing. So it is mujawaza when you pass by something. Jawaza yujawizu. It is from the jahada yujahidu family. Sirtu anil balad. I left the town or passed by, and it is also used for al-istila. That is, sometimes it is used as something that is higher above you. So it is also used in terms of istila. Now we have Hasha, Khala, and Ada, and they are in the meaning of illa. Without ma, they mean, you can say that they are harf of jar when there is no, there are two, you can say they are used in two intentions. One can be they are when they are used as harf of jar, and sometimes they are also used as af'al. When we add ma, we cannot use them as harf of jar. They will only be used as fa'al. Hasha, khala, and ada, and they are used for in the meaning of illa. In the meaning of illa. So here you can see ja'at tullabu ada zaidan. Jatulabu ada Zaidin. So here you can see it is harf of jar, except Zaid means all the students came except Zaid. So here it is harf of jar. Jatulabu ma ada Zaidan. Now here, as mentioned that when it is used with ma, you cannot use it as harf of jar, and it will be um, the fail here. And there it is maful bihi. Zaidan is maful bihi here. So you can see that how these hasha, khala, and other are used as in terms of illa. And ada here is faile madi, mabni, al-fath, al-muqaddara, fa'il damir mustadi taqdiru huwa, and zaidan is maful bihi mansub wa alamati nasbihi al-fatha az-zahira. You can say that. Here, you can say that it is harf of jar, مبني لا محل لها من الإعراب زائد اسم مجرور وعلامة جره الكسرة. So this is the إعراب for أدا زيد and ما أدا زيد. So hasha, khala, and ada are also from the harf of jar. That is what Imam al-Hariri is telling us in this bait. Also, see the example as I mentioned that when ada can be used, ada and khala can be used as the af'al. Jatulabu ada Zaidan. Here it is half of jar. Jatulabu ada Zaidan. Here you can see because it is maful bi mansub alamati nasbihi al fatha zahira. You can see here when this ism is in mansub state, you can see that here it is used as a fail. Ma khala, ma ada, they are both afal because we know that when used with ma, they cannot be harf of jar. It can be used as fail without ma, but you can recognize it, the ism after it. If it is in the state of jar, you know that it is used as her harf of jar. When it is in the state of nasab, you know that ada here is used as a fail. Ma khala and ma ada, they are both faal. Jatulabu ma ada, here it is used as a fail because we know that with ma it cannot be a harf of jar. And then we have this zaidan, that is our ism. You know that it is our maful bihi mansub wa alamati nasbihi al fatha az-zahira. Let's see a complete era for kulla shayin ma khala Allah batilun. Here, ma is harfe zaid, mabni al sukun. Khala is fairly madin because we know that after this is here we can see it is mansub bil fatha. So here this is ma harfi zaid mabni al sukun that is making khala فعل ماض مبني على فتح المقدرة. and الله لفظ الجلالة and here هو ضمير مستتر فاعل مرفوع محلا. and here الله لفظ الجلالة is مستثنى من المبتدا منصوب بالفتحة. here it is منصوب بالفتحة and باطل is you can say الخبر. So here ماخلة is used as فعل. We know that it has come with ma, so it will be فعل ماضٍ. The next bait is والباء والكاف إذا ما زيدا. And the letters ba and kaf when added, when they are zida, when they are zaid. So what does that mean? Inshallah, we'll see that. وَاللَّامُ فَزْهَا تَكُنْ رَشِيدًا. And the lam, safeguard and memorize them, means memorize all the harf of jar and you will be wise. And then you will become wise. تَكُنْ رَشِيدًا. See that. What is Zada Yazidu Zida here ba and ka? It is saying that the extra. Kabir here you can see it is not the harfizaid, it is the full letter Kabir, and that means big, large. And ba also here the chapter or the door you can see here this is not harfizaid. So what Imam Al Hariri is telling us that these ba and kaf are harf of jar when they are zaid, when they are ziyada, not from the root letters or not from the original word. And the examples are Kabir and Bab. You can see here both Kaf and Ba are not the extra letters. So Al Ba, it can be used for Al Ilsaq. Al Ilsaq. Here you can see it is used as Al Ilsaq means to stick. Imsahu birusikum. Here you can see this is from the Quran. Like it can be used for to stick means when you are there's no space between the two things. Then we say al ilsaq, and you know that when we are doing the wudu, then we know that we do the masa, and it means we need to put our fingers in our scalp just like that, that there is no space between our fingers and our head. So it is used as al-islaq means to stick or to adhere so properly that there is no space between the two things that are used for the sticking. And that is the intention of alba using Al-Ba here from it is from Al-Saka, Yulsiku. It is Al-Ilsaq, and to it means your hands when you are using them, they must touch or stick to your heads. And when we are wiping over our heads. So this is a very good example of Al-Ba, and it is in the intention of Al-Ilsaq. Then we have Al-Kaf. We know that it is used for At-Tashbih. Zaid al-Bahr. Zaid al-Bahr. So it is rhetorically used that Zaid is Kareem, Zaid is generous, is just like Zaid is just like a sea, means so generous. This is in the classic Arabic, and in the Arabic you see these type of wordings that are metaphorically used. So Z is like a sea, Z is that means Z is Kareem, Z is generous. So Al-Kaf is used for at-tashbih, and it is a metaphor. Then we have alam. Alam is for milk, means it is for the kingdom and for the ownership. Lillahi ma fis samawati. Lillahi ma fis samawati. You see here, this lam is showing your mulk, your kingdom, the kingdom of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Lillahi ma fis samawati wa ma fil ard. You can see here, this is for the ownership and it is used for the kingdom, for mulk. Bait number 84. وَرُبَّ عَيْدًا ثُمَّ مُسْفِي مَعْهَدًا مِنَ الزَّمَانِ دُونَ مَا مِنْهُ غَبَرٍ. So here, وَرُبَّ عَيْدًا ثُمَّ مُسْفِيهَا حَدَرٍ, and rubba, likewise mus in hal. In hal. In hal means in the present tense. in the present tense. So, and rubba likewise mus in the present tense. Min zamani duna ma minhu ghabar. From the time period, excluding that what has passed means not the future and the past. It is not used in the past tense or it is not used in the future tense. So, we'll see that inshallah as well, that how it is used for Muz and Munzu. First of all, before going to Muz and Munzu, we'll do Ruba. Ruba is used for takleel. Ruba is used for a takleel. Takleel means when we want to say that something is used or something is happening. Rarely we use takleel. So here you can see the example. Rubba rajulin alimin zarani. Kalilan jiddan means it is rarely used. Rubba rajulin alimin zarani. Here that means rarely generous, you can say, or you can say a wise man visited me. So here we can say that here it is used as for as in the intention of a cleal means rarely happened. Something rarely happened. It is also used as a taksir. ربما يود الذين كفروا لو كانوا مسلمين. Here we can see in this example, and we do not see this shadda here. It is used in the Quran as rubama, and it is used for taksir. ربما يود الذين كفروا لو كانوا مسلمين. In the Quran, we see it as like this. In the starting, it is always used in the starting. Also in this hadith, Rubba kasiyatin fi dunya ariyata yawmal qiyamah. Here you can also see here, this is used with the shada, but in the Quran we do not see it with the shada. Rubbatati fi bidaya al jumla musaddara. Musaddara means in the starting and it is used in the starting of the jumla. Rubbatati في بداية الجملة مصدرة. رب تجر الاسم النكرة. Also it makes the ism النكرة jar in the form of in jar state. Also remember that أحيانا تحذف رب بعد الواو. Here we sometimes تحذف we drop رب بعد واو. Here وليل كموج البحر. It is like saying وَرُبَّ لَيْلٍ كَمَوْجِ الْبَحْرِ. It is from the classic Arabic text وَلَيْلٍ كَمَوْجِ الْبَحْرِ. وَرُبَّ لَيْلٍ كَمَوْجِ الْبَحْرِ. It is just like that. So أحيانا تُوزَف رُبَّ بعد الواو. Means sometimes we can drop this rubba, this and it again making sense because here you know that this is now not the vowel kasam. This is harf of ath. But you see that here this is in the state of jar. That means there is something between them. So here it is, we know that there it is hidden rubba that is making, because we know that rubba is harf of jar. It is making laylan in this layl, this isim into the jar form. So here this is tuzab, it is dropped or it is mahzuf or it is hidden, because we know that this is not wal qasam that makes the ism into jar state. This is just simple harf atf. So waw ruba, it can sometimes be called waw ruba because we know that there it is hidden. Varak bin Bijawi, Varak bin Bijawi. Bijawi is a kind of camel, a special or specific camel. Varubba Rakibin Bajawi. Again, we can see here this is in isim majroor, and that this is not because of this wow, but because of mahzuf rubba between them, and that is equivalent to this. Varubba Rakibin Bajawi. And Rakib means a rider of a special kind of camel. Varubba means really we see this a rider of a special kind of camel. So here you can see Warakib Bajabi. There is Ruba that is hidden, or you can say it is Mahzuf in this sentence. That is what Al Imam Hariri has given us as an example. So Waruba Harfija Mabni ala al Fath La Mahalla Laha Min al Arab, and Rakibin here we know that it is Isim Majroor bi harfi jar waw wa alamati jarrihi al kasra. Here, this will be considered as uh, harf-e-jar. So, because we know that this will be considered now not as waw atf but waw ruba, and it can be we can label it as اسم مجرور بحرف جر واو وعلامة جره الكسرة that we see here. And this wow is wow rubba. It is sometimes called as wow rubba. Then bed number 85 is تقول ما رأيته مز يومنا. You say, I have not seen him since a day. Here, muz, since we know that it is, we know muz and munzu are used like something is passed by, but we know that it is today. We use this mus and munzu. So تقول ما رأيته مز يومنا. You say, I have not seen him since a day. ورب عبد قيس مر بنا. And really a clever person passed by us. So again, leave this mus and look at this example for rubba. Varubba abadin kayisin marrabina. Kayisin means a clever person. So rarely rubab, we know that it is used for takleel. It is used for takleel. And we know that ruba tati fi bidaya al jumla, it comes in the beginning of the sentence, and that is why musaddara used in the previous sentence. So ruba abadin kayyisin marra bina, really a clever person passed by us. Very often we come across a wise person. This is what it means, this sentence means. So it is only an example given by Imam al-Hariri for ruba, and ruba is used for takleel. We have ربطاتي أبدا مصدرة. We know that ربطاتي في بداية الجملة المصدرة. So ربا is one of the alamat of the nakira isms as well. ولا يليها الاسم إلا nakira. We know that it is only used with the ism that is nakira, and it is followed only by an indefinite noun. And it is also, ruba is one of the alamat of the nakira. We know that if a sim is preceded by ruba, we know that that isim is nakira. And that means no isim will follow it, follow ruba, but only the nakira. Means only the common nouns, common isim can come after ruba, and that is the condition to find a nakira isim also. وَتَارَةٌ تُضْمَرُ بَعْدَ الْوَاوِ, and sometimes it is implied after the wow, and sometimes it is implied after the wow. And we have done this in the example كَقَوْلِهِمْ وَرَاكِبٍ بَجَاوِي, and as in their saying, and perhaps rarely a rider of a specific camel. كَقَوْلِهِمْ, this is again the example. وَتَارَةً تُضْمَرَ, tudmar means mudmara, mudmara means hidden or implied, like we did on mudmara. Here Tudmar ba the wow means Vataratan, and sometimes it is implied after the wow. And we saw this in the example Barakibin Bajabi. We know that it is because wow Ruba, we can label it as well. But again, we can see that it is Rakibin is a majrur because of the hidden Ruba. Now, Mus and Munza, they are also al-ibtada, al-ghaya, starting, but they are for li zaman muayyan, means a specific time. It is for the specific time. We don't use it for the future tense and past tense, but then Mus and Munzu are used only in the present tense. So here you can see also for the Madi as well, but never for the Mustaqbil, never for the future. So حرفان يستخدمان لزمن معين. لزمن معين means fixed time. في الحاضر الماضي for the present and the past. وليس للمستقبل, but not for the future. ما رأيته منذ يوم الجمعة. I haven't seen him since Juma, since the day of Juma. ما رأيته منذ يوم الجمعة. Ghabar here means mada. Mada means madi. It is used for that means Imam al-Hari is saying that we cannot use it for the madi, but for if we get specific, so it is only cannot be used for the mustaqbil. Kayisin means as we did it means Hakim or Zaka means someone who is mm, with the wisdom or a wise person. Waliya really means to follow whatever that is following. Here it is used as such. So Alhamdulillah, we are done with the chapter of Huruf al-Jar. We learned about a few details for all the Huruf Jar. We know the intentions that they are used. We have come across with them in our ilm nahu. But now we learned that how they can be used and what intentions they can be used, like if they are used as harf of jar. So, inshallah, we are going to read the text again to see what we have learned, inshallah, for Bab Huruf al Jar. Wal Jaru fil ismi as Sahih al Munsarif means it the sign of Kasra can only be seen with Sahih and Munsarif. بأحرف هن إذا ما قيل صف. So, anyone asked you about harf of jar, so tell them about huruf jar. So bata kaf lam waw, munzu mus khala, summa hasha, like this, khala. These are all harf of jar. Min here, min wa ila wa fi hatta wa ala wa an wa munzu, summa hasha wa khala. Wa babu wal kafu iza ma zida, wallamu fahfazha takun rashida. Wa rubba aidan summa muz fi ma hadar. So mus and munzu are only used with the present. Min zamani, the present tense. Duna ma minhu ghabar, and not with the past. Takulu ma raituhu mus yawmina wa rubba abdin kayisin marra bina. Again, the example for rubba. Wa rubba tati ba abadan saddara. It is only rubba only comes in the starting of the sentence. Wala yaliha alismu illa nakira. And after that, only an isim nakira can come. وطارة تدمر بعد الواوي, and we are going sometimes it is this ruba can be tudmat can be hidden after the wawi kakolihim, like the example warakibin bajawi. Like the example here, you can see there is this or we can consider this wow ruba, or this is harf of at, and there is a hidden ruba that is making rakibin in the state of jar. So this is all about Bab Huruf al Jar that Imam Al Hariri told us about. So inshallah, I'll see you in the next session with Huruf al Qasam, and I hope this session will benefit you all. Barakallahu li wa lakum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.